Hello guys, welcome to another session. So the UPSC notification 2025 is out and we should be discussing the important points like application process, eligibility, syllabus, exam structure, and all these things. Okay, so let's look at key highlights of this notification, and the release date is on 22 Jan. So from 22 Jan to Feb 11, that's the application window. So that's the time which you can apply for the exam, and the prelims date is May 25. So you should be as much as fast as you can apply. That will be better, so that you won't face difficulty in the center. Suppose in case if some centers got filled, you will have to go to other center, which may not be convenient. So make the applications faster. And if you look at the application process, there is a one-time registration, and that's mandatory for the first-time applicants. So that require permanent details like name, date of birth, parents' name, your educational qualification, and other things. So one-time registration is for the first-time applicants, and then you can fill the application form. So again, if it is a returning candidate, you're applying for the second time or third time, you can directly proceed to the application, and you can log into the website upsc.gov.in or upsconline.nic.in. You can apply for the examination. So what are the documents required? If you see, there is a photograph which is required. The condition is it should not be older than 10 days, which means it should be a recent photograph, and there should be a valid photo ID, Aadhaar or voter ID, passport, etc. So there is a fees. General and OBC male candidates 100 rupee, women across all categories, and also SC/ST and PWD candidates are exempted from this 100 rupee fees also. So fees can be paid again by online or in cash at SBI branches. Now, if you look at the number of vacancies slightly reduced from previous year, but still vacancies are decent, 979. Last year it was 1054. So that means competition will be slightly higher, and the cutoff is going to be slightly, higher. We will have to wait and watch and all those things. So all these, in fact, when you see that the number come down, of course, the number of selections in prelims will also come down. So the cutoff will slightly increase. Again, that depends on the examination only, right? And the difficulty level of the examination. We may not be able to say it will definitely increase. It can decrease also depending upon the toughness of the examination. Though they select a few candidates, instead of increasing, it can decrease also because of the toughness of the examination. Okay, so what are the key changes? If you look at it, last year, the proof of graduation was required at the time of DAF, right? So previously it was mandatory when you were submitting DAF, you need to give the proof of it. But now it is required during the personality test or the interview stage only. Before also, when we were attempting, that time also it was during the personality test, and they have never asked about the proof, during DAF or mains or prelims or at any point of time. Even after interview also, there are people who are not giving, and then they have given chances and other things. Even after getting selection also, many people again were delaying it, and after some time only it is given. So that's not a big issue actually. So photograph requirement, as I told you, it should be a recent photograph, and it should not be more than, not older than 10 days, and the date of capture also need to be mentioned in the photograph. And 75% of the frame, photo should cover 75% of the frame. So eligibility criteria is there. Indian citizens are eligible for all India services, IAS, IPS, IFS, and subjects of Nepal, Bhutan, or refugees who migrated to India before 1961 are also eligible for some of the services that we can discuss. And if you look at the age limit, general category, it is 21 to 32, and the cutoff date is born between August 2, 1993 and August 1, 2003. So this is the cutoff date, the 21 to 32 years that you're talking about. And then OBC 21 to 35. So you can get a stretch of that, right? And SC/ST 21 to 37. So the minimum age is 21, and age is calculated as of August 21, 2025. So that's the cutoff date. There were discussions and debates and, pleas, and, went to Supreme Court also to change it to Jan 1st. But you see, this is as of now, and for long period of time, it is August 1st only. So there are some additional relaxations. That's for defense personnel, disabled during the hostilities. That's for 3 years, and ex-serviceman and PWD candidates another 10 years. So these are some additional relaxations. And if you look at educational qualification, which is required, that's a graduate degree from any recognized university. So that's the minimum qualification. Final year student also can apply, but they must produce a proof of graduation before the personality test. So that means your final exam should be over, and then by if it is by this May, if your final year is getting over, your interview is going to come the next year only. So you are at the final year now, right? So you still be able to apply for the exam. You still be able to write the exam. You can clear the exam during the personality test, because if you are completing your graduation by June, then it may take 3, 4, 5 months to get the certificate. So by the time mains is over, you'll be getting that, or you can get the provisional certificate also, and that's enough during the time of interview. So many were asking me, I'm final year, can I attend? Yes, of course. But the thing is that if you're not well prepared, because of course you are in the school, university or the college. So if you're not well prepared, my simple advice is not to waste your attempt by attempting in the final year. You have still chances, so you can go with well prepared. Again, number of attempt, of course, general category, that's a 6 attempt, OBC 9, SC/ST, there is unlimited attempt till the age limit. So that's the only limit that they have. So if you are belong to SC/ST category, and if you're a final year student, no need to think about anything. Just give the attempt so that you'll get the experience. Experience is what ultimately matters. So an attempt is counted once a candidate appear for any paper in prelims. So if you appear for the first paper in prelims and you find it difficult and you're not taking the second paper, that doesn't matter. If you appear any one of the paper in the prelims, just because you applied, that is not an attempt. Okay. So many of you have this confusion also. You need to attend the examination. Any one of the prelims examination, if you attend, that will be counted as an attempt. Now, if you look at the examination structure, it's pretty same as what you know. So preliminary examination, then mains, and the personality test. So prelims date is May 25. So that's screening test for mains and objective in nature. You have a general studies, and then you have a aptitude CSAT test. So both have 200 mark, and CSAT you just need to have the qualifying mark, which is 33%, which is 66 mark. And there is a negative marking of 1/3 for every wrong answer. So 3 wrong answers means 1 right answer will be eliminated. So the simple logic. And if you look at the mains exam, that's scheduled for September 2025. That's the tentative day, period. And that again consists of 9 papers, out of which you have 2 qualifying paper, that English compulsory paper, and then 1 regional language that you'll be selecting, and then 7 other papers, including 1 essay, 4 GS papers, and then you have optional 1 subject, out of which again from that you have 2 papers. So each of these carry 250 mark. Okay. And then finally, the third stage is the personality test, where you have 275 mark, where your mental alertness, logical exposition, and the moral integrity, leadership quality, social cohesion, and all those things is what is assessed. So I have a separate channel on personality test, and you can get a look at that. So you'll get a very good idea about what they're actually expecting from the personality test. What are the best practices for filling the application form? That's something which I need to discuss. You need to double check your details. So use details from the class 10 certificate for consistency. That's better. That's always better, so that it will be maintained. So make sure that your name, parents' names, and date of birth match exactly as official records. So no spelling mistakes, no date or number mistakes. Make sure that this won't happen. Okay. So verify it, double check these details. Coming to a photograph, it must clearly display your face and should have no, alterations. So keep it very professional, as this image is used throughout the process. Avoid any kind of errors. Incorrect submissions can cause, again, anxiety and may require lengthy correction procedure. You'll have to call them, you'll have to mail them. Sometimes you'll have to go there. So that will, again, take a toll on your mindset, and then time also. So take your time to review before the final submission. That's a simple thing and the easy thing that you can avoid the mistakes. And all documents keep in handy: photo ID, degree certificates, category certificates, if it's applicable, if you belong to OBC or any category, any relaxation if you are claiming, right? So what's the plan ahead? Submit your application as early as possible to avoid this last minute technical issues, or, getting a different center that you are actually planning for. That again will affect your mindset during the time of examination, because you need to travel. Right. So sometimes I've seen when you apply Trivandrum, you'll be getting Chennai, then you need to travel because you applied late and all the seats here actually got filled. So Again, if you look at reservation details like OBC, EWC, EWS certificate, it must be issued between April 1, 2024 and Feb 11, 2025. So that criteria is there. So you can even now also you can get that certificate if you're applying for this. So Feb 11, that's the last date of application of the form. So before that you can get it. And person with disability. So you can get accordingly eligible for a scribe also if you want. If you require a scribe, you will be getting the scribe also, and you can apply for that. So examination centers can choose around 80 centers are there, and centers are basically allotted first come first serve basis, as I told you. So if you want to get a particular center that you're looking for, apply faster. If this get filled, you'll be allocated with other center. So make sure that you apply faster so that you can avoid this last minute hustle or traveling issues and other things. And you must select your optional during the prelims application stage also. So if you're someone who's planning to decide after prelims, that won't work. Of course, there's the same scenario. You might have decided, even if you're going to prepare after prelims, that's okay, but might now at this point of time you might have decided what's your optional, so that you need to give that. So there are around 25 optional subjects, and 23 literature subjects are also available. Select one from that. And if you are looking for sociology, that we have the course mentorship and the test series and everything, so you can get our help also. So what my point is, see, that provide all the necessary details which aspirants required to prepare effectively. Now around 120 days remaining until the prelims, so it's very critical to have a focused, structured preparation, proper revision, practice. For that, you need to take test series, analyze the test, what happened in a wrong answer, whether you made a correct answer with the correct logic. So all those things you need to, this is the time that you need to do it, and keep on revising, keep on taking the test. Remember, this is not just an examination, it's a journey that demand discipline, persistence, and the strategic effort. And make it strategic. It's not that it cannot be a unplanned effort. You need to plan it, you need to execute that plan. So take your time, and to thoroughly understand the notification, also to understand the syllabus also, and make sure that you first complete the application as soon as possible without any errors, and then start your preparation immediately with full dedication. And this year is for you. So that's about this session, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you got the idea about the notification and the details. So see you in the next session. In case if you're looking for any mentorship program or course or test series, get in touch with us. The details are given in the description.